What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar, and welcome back to another dancehall video tutorial. On a building the rhythm. Probably try to test out some VST I'm gonna use now a while, like this M1. Really good VST. It's an old school VST at that too. Is fucking awesome though. So don't test it out, let's find some synths or I can play around with and see what I can come up with. You know what I mean? Presets. No, dance. Okay, fuck it. Just go through them. I don't know what this. So I'll just find part I like and then just work with that. So go in on the unison thing. Unison blueprint. I'll go hip hop. We'll do something major this time, so try B major. Let's change this song. And I wish this VST did bigger. That God Almighty, browser. Perfect. So tempo would all go probably like 100 to. It's probably gonna end up being something like 90. To be honest, so we see. Zoom out. Switch this to line. We'll drag this card right us back to this. Bring this over. We'll drag this here, so we'll drag this all the way across. And pretty much just I'll make a copy as far as the length. So we'll drag this back like that. And damn, what the fuck? Come on, man. And then stretch this out to the number 3 right or so. Tempo, let's go 89. I'll see. Nope, too slow. All right, I'm gonna do this doubly, so like that. So let's clone this. Actually, just insert a different VST. I use some old same way, so I'll go roll on this time. I'll use the Jupiter 8. Yeah, the M1 DreamX. It's just me treat the live stream like a tutorial, and I mean, because I know people will watch it after the fact, so even when we just start to talk like somebody there, you know, mind sharp, me go crazy down the line. Oh yeah, man. So let's find a nice like saw-like pad. That's too fucking saw-like. So let's turn this on. I'll find like a saw type of pad. Let's see. Damn, I wish these fucking buttons span the bumbuckler plug in at the see it, yeah man. Bumbuckler, man. They are strain me eye. Alright, so let's find this thing have a next button. Bumbaras clot. Let's change this. I cannot believe this thing don't have a next button for the preset them. This shit is crazy, dog. That shit fucking crazy, dog. Bumbuckler. Let's change this. Let's drop this up. Alright, so I'm gonna do is more clone this. I'll keep one low and keep one high. So that's the high one up at the top. This side will be the lower one. So let's drop it back down on active, and then we're supposed to have this. We'll turn on the high one. So it's just like an accent. And then the M1, I'm not sure if I'll keep this. Kind of have too much going, so we'll try and find something different for. Let's go up on active. Alright, so the thing with the M1 is a lot of the sounds them just layered. So there's a pod-like sound and there's something I like when I don't take out, so I just refine it. And I forgot about refine it, literally. So I think this method I use. Yep. So there's a sound in that one we need to take out, so just have to find which one. It might be the harp, so no, actually it might be the magician thing right there. So let's just turn on the volume all the way. Yep, because it have like this wave thing, like an ocean. Yeah, we never like this, so I'll just get rid of that. Then the harp, we'll turn that down. We just want the pluck. I mean, so let's keep going, probably like 10%. What I'm gonna do is drop this down. And then we'll turn off the sustain, so we'll just make it stab pretty much, so shorten up all of this. And drag everything back across by 1. Control Z. We'll put some like look in between like the transitions and all of that, just ear candy. Nope, don't take them out. Alright, so everything together. So we'll actually use, most people can find a good bass line in this, so go and clone it. I'm gonna try to find a good bass, like an old school classic bass. So hopefully them have one. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Let's go get a kick. We'll kind of lay out the track differently. Typically when I do the bass last, but let's find a kick. 6 or 7, one out of the 2. Alright, so 7 not like too heavy. Just want something soft. Probably can layer it with this. Opening a new channel. So I would go like. Alright, so let's layer it and turn down 5. Alright, so the bass pretty much will kind of follow the melody, but we'll treat it a little bit different. I'll start high and drop it low. Alright, let's solo. Highlight, quarter note, take off a little piece more. Highlight, line. Something wrong. Let's do this. Then we'll come back around to the same thing. Same thing, yeah, so. I'll keep going up. So, yeah, so. Come across, yeah, so. Then we'll come down, lower. And then go right back up. So now it's a matter is whether or not the sound I go work. And currently no sound like it I go work. Alright, so we find something else. Still can't believe this thing don't have a button for change between the bass. Alright, some of this one, see if we can find a release and turn it down for shorten this up. So let's see. Don't like it. Fuck it then. Next us it is. BS. If we can't find it. Come on, dog. Yes. Sign. Let's copy this. Or let's cut it actually and paste it down here. So. Alright, so with everything. Let's get a perk. Let's go into the first kit, Congo. Turn on loop. I need to find some percussion. Alright, that's all. So, as I always say, well, pan one, left pan one, right? And left the last one, which part it there. In the center. Then velocity wise, the first one I don't make a little bit lower. And the second one I'll make a little bit higher. And then the other two I'll do just like some type of in between. Alright, bass, we'll just take out that. We'll do the snare first. So back in here, so snares. Cool. Or do that like that, or copy the whole pattern and then switch it upon the second part. This one now, add some extra snares, but just lower velocity. And then we do get a separate snare for layer with the kick. So let's copy the kick. And then lower this. Just need something different. Yeah, some of they'll take one of them multi-track harp out expand, and we'll try to find a good harp for this, kind of add some movement to it, so it's not just as stagnant. And then later on, when we start late up, we'll add some melodic pianos for the verse specifically and some bells for the chorus. So let's paste that and just find, hopefully not too loud. I mean, yeah, let's see what that sounds like. All right, so Steven did have this this thing where I did have in one I read him from like way back. Is a chant. Beg you, look at time to find it. It's a thing where you have a guy and I'm ready. I say, let's go. Just need to find it. I'm gonna slice audio. Not sure where it is specifically, to be honest, but it I'm just going to the folder away there. So let's go Windows Shell. Supposed to have an option for open the folder. Sorry about that. Yeah, but it's a thing where Steven have already with this guy and other thing I thought about. Let's go. We just have to find the fucking folder. So let's go open that. And we'll just search the folder and see if we can find it. So if we go here, so just go up at the top and type the Genius. Supposed to come up. Nope. So let's just type genius. Nothing. All right. Let's go rhythm. All right, the creature, I believe, is the rhythm I did, you know. No, that's how you I am. Child Black Chemical Prime. Damn. Oh, what the fuck, dog? So I've rendered slice audio. Damn. Bumbleclot. I can't think of the rhythm I did have with it. This is another one, right? So it's just not the same though.
Let's go.
That's more American. Damn, I think of the D-break rhythm, you know. Bumbleclot. All right, 1 second. I'm going to pull up on my desktop. I know I have it. That's why I'm going to look for it so hard. I know I have it, right? So I'm going to go. I'm not done. Let's go master. Let's go genius. Nope. Let's go. Wonder if I this. No, that's a 2 minute. Let's go top flight graphing. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, yep. This is the rhythm I'm using. So I'm for location. For it, I have a specific preset, I guess. I'm gonna put on it. So I'll load that on a separate mixer track. And all I have to do now, I just drag in the sample. So project files. Always back up your file. I mean, never know what the fuck you might want to look for. And that's the same situation. I mean, so I look for a chant. Damn dog. Bumbaras club. Like. Oh, Theta. Let's go. So I have it a couple times in the rhythm. So I'm always going to Edison and chop out one of them. You understand? And I will take that out. So I'm saying just highlight it, control and delete and separate it from everything else. Highlight this apart, control, delete again. Same thing. And then just chop off the little extras when I need.
Let's go.
You understand? So let's drag this back to the mixer now. Now we just have that. Right. Let me see. I'll send it to the track I'm going to have upon, or the effects I'm going to have on it. Cool. Let's bring this up to normal. So I want to play like right before the track come back around. So they'll put this to like about right here, so. So you can't hear it, but if we normalize it,
Let's go.
that means turn it down.
Let's go.
All right, so we want it a little bit more offbeat.
Let's go.
Yes, I want to play right here, so. Once I add reverb to it, it'll get more of a body, so I don't have to really rush that right now. It's cool as it is. Gaming Zone I go on, bro. Legend DreamX. All right, so let's put in the bass now. I'm gonna load Serum, because I'm gonna lay it. So let's go Serum first. The bass I'm gonna use is from the Space Sauce preset them. Future, no, 808 Nebula. The reason I like it is because it has like this weird, distorted like type of signal to it. It's really dope. So let's bring in the Nexus bass first. So we'll do some simple. We're not gonna do nothing constant. You understand? We'll do some slow, more stretched out type of thing, right? So we'll do it that way there. So we start high and then drop it down and active afterwards. Let's go line. We'll take off a 16th note off it. That way we can do like start and stop type of thing, right? Yeah, so. Right, let's take out them here. Drag this forward once. Wait, must still upon 16. No, sir. Want it shorter than that. And so if you ever like come across a situation where it seems as if like like the thing just a cut off too fast, like you don't want it cut off so fast, I'll have to just increase the release. So if we play it now, you understand, even though the notes stop, it's still a go on because the release kind of turn up. So I don't adjust it until I get a good level upon the release right in the region, because I don't want it just cut off. I want it kind of fade out a little bit, but not too slow, but not too fast. So I'll go back. So default 0. So let's just push it up to probably like 10. A little bit more, or like 18. All right, we'll increase the attack a little bit. So the attack, meaning how fast the sound fade in, or so if you play it now, this will take a while for fade in. Now that means the sound pretty much not even did it no more. So what I'm gonna do is increase the attack probably by about 5. All right, cool. Then the release more drop to about 18. Decay mean how long the sound stay at the highest point. So when it play the loudest, how long it does stay at the loudest point. We don't really need to touch that, you understand? So we'll bring back the attack to probably like 3. All right, cool. That sounds good for me. And then sustain just mean how long it does sustain the fucking sound. But we don't really need to touch all of that. Just attack and release. So if we play this back now, all right, sound a lot better to me. So let's continue going. We'll stretch this the last one though. Go low and then come up. We'll make sure so this quantize. One other thing, this bass is a little bit sensitive to velocity. You understand? So the higher you have it, the more it will play it. You know what I mean? So we'll just put this back to normal and make it line up where everything else is supposed to be. As you can see, now do that for whatever reason. So we'll just keep it there. So yeah, so we'll kind of get the bass a little bit more movement. We'll come back down low without the 3 and then go out and then drop and come back up. Alright, let's take this up. Don't sound right. We'll do this 3 instead of the 2. And what I'm gonna do on top of that is the gap between the notes them are a little bit too fucking big, so it'll increase all of that. But them 3 we'll shorten them. Let's go up to the one up here. Up here, so let's go up here, so. All right. And drop it down from 5 to 3, so 2 octave. And then we have the bass line. If we go back from the top, thick, fat, and nice. So copy this, paste it on Serum. Then we have this. Look a bit too dark. Cool. Body. So there's a rhythm I'm gonna do. I'm not sure of the name, I'm not fully remember the name. It was recent though. It's not Faded Dreams, not Blackyard. One most recent rhythm one that I follow. Yeah. Twin Summer, what's up? I believe it's the Twin Summer rhythm. There's a specific thing I'm gonna do to the bass. I'm gonna need to bring this distortion thing inside there, so. And I believe it's a flanger. So no flanger in there, so. Oh boy. So I can't this then. I can't that. Walking Dead. What's up? Blackyard, Mental Buckle. Yeah. I know this already, I'm do it, man. I could have swear see I hate that. Twin Summer. Mixer. Boss, bolt, chorus. Delay, distortion, drums, effect. I swear this already, I'm do it in a dark. Oh boy. Let's go to a different rhythm. Desktop, all access, project bones, rhythm 2, mixer, distortion, doubler, A, B, C, D, E, F, no flanger. What the fuck? You know, matter of fact, I think I just doing some, you know. Thing is, me never name it flanger and put it on the bass itself. So what the VST I use? Serum, right? So let's go X down the bottom. That vibes kick. Da 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 da. Oh my god. I lose my mind. I lose my mind. Okay, that's why. That's exactly why. Too fucking low. Let's drag this over like a bit. I'll go back in the expand and get another up. And multi-tracks. Okay, so let's just paste pattern and find another up. Oh. That's what it sounds like if it raised up an octave. Intelligent freedom, I go on. So we have phase issue. That's why the bass are chip in and chip out like that, because we have phase problems. That's why I did try find the damn session I did do. I did load the damn preset dog, but I know the twins some rhythm, so I know 100. I wish fucking rhythm I did use the thing, you know. So oh well, man. Oh fucking well. Yeah, I did the all access rhythm. I don't know. Who fucking knows that? Let's go mix. Let's me use that thing in a name Serum. And I don't know what the fuck to say. So I'm gonna load this part of the mix, and if I hit it, if I hit it, then I'm not fucking it. I don't know what to say, man. So let's go here. So 9. Yep. So I never hit. So I don't know. Fuck it. Okay, so I find it bomber clot. I did massive and never serum. So it was a bass in a massive. Oh my god. I always back up your files, people. Alright, so the reason when I look for is because we need to find a way to separate the bass. Like if you listen to the two bass by itself, sometimes you hear one chip out, and that's because they might have phase cancellation issue, right? So if I turn off this, at certain point, the bass them, like right there, so them start clash and they get smaller, and I mean, so if I flip the phase pan one, well, not the phase, but if I flip the phase pan one, flip the phase right there, so it shouldn't but it's still a happen, you know what I mean? So that just means too much I go on. So the reason I really want to load the preset is because I have a chain of plugins or cancel out all of them phase issue there, right? So with everything on, we have this like reverby sounding bass by itself. Without the plugin them. You understand? So the purpose of the limiter is to kind of cap it. But as I can see, the bass is nowhere as loud as what's supposed to go in the limiter. So the only way around that would be just lowering the limit. Alright, so let me say, I did want to add a piano to it, but I'm not going to do it until I really like get it. Because if I add it now, I can't go add it the way I want. Matter of fact, we just do it now, fuck it. So yeah, the reason I never really want to add is because I now really get the chance to add every little thing I want to add, because the pattern not long enough for me to do it. So we do it right now, it's cool. Right, so let's turn this down. More change that sound, I'm just I'll use it dry in the melody. Swallow the main. First, let's change this to a square, if them have one. Square. My dumb ass say SQ and think a square and a really sequence. Fucking idiot. Let's get into the second part of the preset. 1981 solo voice, brass, string, no square lead. Oh, that's amazing. A classic synthesizer with no square. I suck your mother. We're going to hypersonic. I look for a square lead. Steinberg. All right, double click. Let's go down. Right, so I look for the classic square bend, I think square bend lead. I would lay it, right? So we have these leads inside the S is fucking awesome, regardless. So we have a couple of leads, you know, I know if you have fuck them, I can really use. So you have like the CS80. You understand? So it's like that can use for probably like an inch or something like that. So the thing with hypersonic is I really like use more than one because a lot of times this thing malfunction and really like fuck itself. You understand? Someone really like use more than one, to be honest. So I'll just make it count and just use one I know I'll use constant. So I'll just go for the classic square lead or the square bend lead, one out of the two. So this last part, right, we have this lead, we don't do a bend. So we do switch this to quarter note. And we do bend this. We do come back down like almost immediate though. And go through the motions. All right, so let's come back down. Let's get from up that high. Come up. All right, let's go up some more. Something is off. All right, let's put this back to line. Some sound off to me. Okay, it's not. It's okay. It's okay. Everything. But the good thing about hypersonic is you can layer two separate sounds together. So I'm gonna layer that with the square bend lead, which is like another really, really fucking good lead. Take note, this VST is like 20 years old and have some better sound than 3/4 of the thing them on the market right now. Probably more than 20-year-old. Steinberg is the king. So we have this lead up at the top where we can use. You have this ghost rave one I like. If you mute this. Vocality. A lot of these leads them really perform higher up. You know what I mean? But I don't really use them. So I have another one. I'm like if we're working on soft leads again. Which is, let me say, the one we don't use is the classic square bend, but I'm just a show set of a lot of lucky things where you can add. I have this soloist thing right there, so TV mystery, which I don't actually use. Mute this, link another channel. That's something like about hypersonic. You can build your own fucking lead, you understand? So let's go square bend. This is the one I'm gonna use. So the two of them together. And the TV mystery for Geek. a little bit of body, so everything together. Cool. Lastly, or not lastly, but this is a I'm say pool party type of vibe, summer type of vibe. So what good is the rhythm without some water? You understand? So I have two different things I'm gonna add. The first one is a loop, a wave loop where water the splash all about, you understand? That is from Singular Sounds. We've got FX loop. So that's the first one, right? I'm gonna do is go not here. You need to kind of stretch it to match the tempo. So if you do that, you just need to pay attention to what I want. So we don't stretch this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so we could undo 2 bar. Okay, so a 4 bar. Okay. All right, cool. No, it's not 4 bar. It's just so we actually have to stretch it yourself. All right, cool. Fuck it. So let's delete that. Let go back to this thing here. Let's go unsorted. Why is this thing not showing the pattern? All right, so yeah, let's stretch it out again 16 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We don't set this resample thing to auto, so the waveform stay the same. Then we don't play it. Probably can't hear it, so let's solo it out with a couple of instrument them. Kicks and snare. Alright, so I don't like this looping thing. It's like, don't loop, motherfucker. I'll turn it down until we mix it though. Last thing I'm gonna add is like some fucking tropical birds. Someone just type out all of that and not now. Call birds. And we got effects. Alright, let's copy the video. That is one a 9 fucking bird. My God. Let's go YouTube to MP3. Let's play this one with this. DreamX Nothing without an experiment, brother. I swear, brother. Experiment with the music, brother. I swear. At the end of the day, any mistake you make, you can always delete it. You know what I mean? I don't like it permanent. So when I add in a bumbleclot, nasty tropical bird, yeah, which matter of fact, I chop it out. I mean, I like him. Suck your mother what this, bud. That may tell her. Let's cut this out. So we have, if we play it from the top. You know what I mean? Just a nice tropical scenery, you understand? Strap out that and drag this back to the mixer. Let's normalize it so it get big and turn it down. Play it. Switch this resample to auto. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully not too fast. Understand? We need if it kinda what the fuck? I'm just put it in the playlist. What the fuck am I talking about? Right, so let's put this in the playlist. And we'll put the wave in the playlist as well. I mean, so we know what I'm going, you understand? And then we'll just delete them off the up here, so we're not even worry about it. So let's delete that. Press enter. Copy all of them pattern, insert a new pattern, paste them, go back to the old one, rename it. And then we'll split the new one. Let me say more add a piano and couple bell it. So all we more can do that is if we just start arrange it. I want them like some melodic instruments in the verse and stuff like that. So let's just add them in. Boom. The wave without drag to its own track. Right here, so audio clip, motherfucker. And the birds without drag to them own track right here, so. Then we'll stretch them, we'll normalize the bird. We'll stretch this auto. And we'll go full loop. So just like that. And then for the wave, we'll go 2 bar with it, so. Or just right click and click 4. Forget saying never do it, so I forgot to do it yourself. Just like that. So I can bring them what the tempo for the rhythm 96. So it does start on the 9th bar. So let's bring these to 21. Drag this back. Drag the brass back. Cool. Of course, them loud as fuck. Turn on the wave. Definitely I forgot to do something about the bass, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. We fix that later. The kick pattern don't change up because I don't want it to stay the same all throughout, but for right now, let me say all of that kind of just good. The only thing we really want to focus on is adding the melody for the what the fucking thing your name? For the verse. The piano I want to add to the verse. So we worry about that for right now. Let's copy this across. Let's highlight this and shorten. We're not gonna even shorten it up without shorten up the other one. So shorten up that one. Alright, cool. Then this we can shorten up because don't play ever so much. So like that. And right in at the start, yeah. So we don't make it just play, no kick, no nothing. You know what I mean? So take out all of this. I mean, then when we go into, yeah, so we'll add a new pattern and we'll get a piano and add a melody. So let's insert Nexus for that. And the piano one we'll use is insert a new pattern. So insert REFX, NEXUS. Yeah, the piano I'm going to use is called a piano concert, and it, I believe, is under classical, not under classical, but the dance orchestra expansion is supposed to have it if you have the crack version. One of the oldest expansion. So a piano concert. We'll turn down the volume for right now, and we need the main melody duo, so they'll copy it to the sampler on the same channel as the piano, and we'll build a melody out that. So we'll kind of stretch it a little bit. Might use the full two, but we normally use one part, definitely. So let's go in Nexus and start add the notes. Yep, so let's cut this. They must start low, draw them in low, but more raise them up once we're done. Bumper class and shorten up, man. Sustain it. We'll change up the notes, last part. So this will come down. We'll add a couple of notes as well. This can stay. So we'll add a note here. And we'll add one right in between. And we'll start playing with the velocity to really kind of get some emotional going. You understand? So for do that, solo Nexus, solo the brass. So for the reason the brass not play. Oh, okay. Also play the high brass, so solo the wrong one. Right, so let's go soft, come in soft. I'll be downstairs in a minute. So let's keep this soft. Soft. Softer. Stop. Oh, gone Ricardo. Man, it's fucked up that man for bribe my daughter with my phone. She should be quiet, dog. Shit crazy. Oh man. Alright, so we got a little bit soft for this first one, but I'll come down really fade up with the other three. So 1, 2, 3. And it's just adding a little bit of feeling to the piano. You understand? I'll do the same thing here. But I'll finish a little bit heavy. Alright, so yeah, like I said, why do you just add a good like a feeling to the piano? We can also these kind of strum the notes them, so put them on like a half beat. You understand? And that kind of guitar what you wanna say? Hard for me even say what the fuck I wanna say. But if I go up with it now, right, so that's cool, right? So what I want to do is this first chord, right? I'm gonna drag in 4 notes. What I'm gonna do is make sure say all of the notes them play properly. You don't want it as heavy as it is, you know what I mean? You want it light. So let me the bass notes them lick a little bit softer than the other notes. And then what I'm gonna do is just like I'm gonna strum it. So it kind of give you like the impression of a play. When you go up higher, you kind of hear it a little bit more. If you turn off the brass, you hear it. You understand? So you get that riff when it come in, you know what I mean? So though, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it here or I'm gonna go up higher. Think right there, so kind of good. And then another trick to it is you can add a lot of reverb to it to get like the atmospheric performance type of feeling. You know what I mean? Because you know, it's kind of an emotional track a little bit. It's like a party atmosphere, but it's like a little emotional at the same time. So we'll just lower all of the velocity on the notes. So the last note, as you can see, the velocity kind of get buried. So we'll kind of just bring it back a little bit, right? And if you play everything with the, what I want to name now, if on solo everything, we should have a good little transition from the first part to the second part. know what I mean? So then for the second part now, we don't add another pattern, right? And this time around, we don't add a string if you bring we, you know what I mean, towards the chorus. The heavier brass should have been introduced into the track a long time ago. I don't know why the fuck it's not in here. So we don't, let me say, we don't add another pattern. We don't add a legato string from what VST, 100, and probably don't use sample tank. So let's go IK multimedia. And we don't go, let's go Miroslav Philharmonic, let's go strings. And we need something, an ensemble, of course. We want some violins. And we want some, I believe, sustain violins. And we'll go sustain alternate. We just want something with a little bit more depth, a little bit deeper. You understand? So let's keep on going till we find some with some lower notes. All right, cool. That's fine. Let's add, let me see, let's add another pattern. Let's go back to the master track. Let's insert a pattern. Let's call it sample tank. Let's take off the caps. Sample tank 3. Boom. Let's go to, yeah, so copy the main pattern here. And then go back to the sample tank. And I want to just cut this corner, paste it away. So let's go in a sample tank now. We'll just solo out the brass again because it's like a good bass for use for kind of ear wag one. And we'll just solo out the sample tank same way too. And we're drawing a nice like string pattern. We might change the string later on, but we'll just try and get in a pattern right now. So let's come and shift this. So let's go here, start up at the top. Velocity wise, we can play around with velocity again, but for right now, we'll just start normal. We'll start lower. Actually, what I'm gonna do, let's just draw in all of them low notes, and then stretch them all out. Cool. But we're not gonna keep it, you know what I mean, exactly like that. It sound too fucking generic, you understand? So let's add some changes. See, too low. That's why someone needs something where I have some depth to it, you know what I mean? You know them have one, just have to find it. Oh boy. For whatever reason, nothing can play. So I might have to change the VST. Let's go legato. Let's get a sample tank. Strings. Ensemble. What the fuck, dog? Bomba clock. 23 violins. Alright, so for whatever fucking reason it don't want to play the song. Yep. We'll just replace it, because I'm not really even swatch one of left Clive VST. Suck it, mother. Fuck, you can't play a lower key. Not even like say where they all the way down at the bottom of the keyboard or the bum buckler. So we find something else. I'm gonna suck it, mother. Yeah, so it seems as if it's like a drastic drop off. So let's go and grab that and bring everything down. You know what I mean? And then, because we don't use it as a transition, you understand? So what we can also do is double up the keys. So let's copy PS up on octave. And I'm gonna say, so if we kind of get something thicker though, waka strings go big legato. What we don't do is just go up and drop everything. Right, so now let's go back to the playlist and see what it sound like. Understand? Cool. Let's change this. Let's go multi-track arpeggiator. It's a string arpeggiator in IS. So let's go multi-track. Let's go. There's a string in here somewhere. Got to R. Absolutely not that. I'm gonna pick the wrong preset. So I'm just gonna have to reset the curve. So let's go here. You understand? So let's go up twice. And the good thing about expand is if there's a layer I'm gonna like, you can always just replace it with something else. So I'm gonna take out this and put in a choir. So if we solo it out, then this our volume. Where is this thing? Why is this thing not playing? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? That. So for whatever reason, the choir decides they don't want to play. Nothing else don't want to play. Perfectly fine. It's all good. Suck your mother. Life sometimes is just a piece of shit. So everything together. Back from the top. I'll show you a creative way you can create a melody, right? So let's say we take this melody right. So let's copy it, paste it over here. So control, cut all of this, go in at the back here, so paste it right. So we have two melody already, right? Then you can go to another pattern. So let's say the lead pattern. We'll take that and we'll go in a yasta again. We'll PS it, go in at the pattern, cut it. Go in at the pattern at the background, PS it again, right? So we have, oh, wrong pattern, sorry about that. Let's go back here, so PS that. So we have two pattern right now, currently. So if we go up and active, you know what, we have like little things that clash and all of that, like a minor things or whatever, da. So one thing what you can do is anything will clash. Alt S. Let's go up on octave. We don't want none of the lowness. And just find a sound or fit it. Best sound fit, more than likely would be like a mallet. Let's drop on the octave. And I mean, so what you do is you keep the same melodic, and I mean, elements. You get the different, you get three different melodic elements out of the track and you just kind of just put it together in a one instrument. And I mean, just like a tip. It's just for finding an actual instrument where it fit. That is the only problem. All right. So if we play this again, yeah, so we'll loop it a couple times so we can find an instrument or fit it. Right. Kind of like that. Together. And then we take out both of them, yeah, both the piano and the vibraphone for the chorus. So the chorus sound different. And I mean, you have less instruments, less clutter, but it sound cleaner. And it's something different because we are introduced to new pattern with the harp and the lead. You know, so we introduce that and we introduce the lead in the chorus. So we take out two instruments, we are adding two instruments. And I mean, another thing what we need for adding, what I'm gonna add it is a hi-hat, but all of that can get added in later. The rhythm pretty much done. It's just all for mix master and all them things. So it's pretty much a done deal. You know, just zoom out. Let's small this thing here up. Swallow out the lead right here. for a loop point or a good loop point. What the fuck? Oh, okay, sorry about that. So let's turn that. Let's solo out the lead. Add the intro. T-I-N-T-R T-R-O. Cool. This is the verse beginning, right? Also, need to change the name there. Rename VRC. Boom. This is the chorus. And we have a bridge right there, so I'm not really change the name or just say a bridge. Place a loop point right there, so. And then if you play back from the top, we have this. DreamX is telling you the truth, you know, bro, that expand cost like $5, bro. You might as well buy it, bro. Swear. Telling you the truth. I think it might be on sale right now for like $3. I'll look it up and see. Which automation I talk about? Like the filter. Big up KLJ. Early upon bad, bro. Me master track. Peace. Clot, you my daughter. Oh boy. Let's call them Radiant. Let's go from orange to purple this time. Fuck it. Ooh, yeah, shit, yo. Yeah, man, no problem, bro. Real life, oh, go on, brother. Yeah, man. I did get the file from bro earlier to you, brother, one time. Big up me the chat to him, dog. Real nigga, dog. Real blood clot nigga, dog. All right, so I'm gonna try to figure out where the fuck them two things are there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that be 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, and 13. Okay. Yeah, but I just want to try to figure out where the fuck I put them to a tracker. Put them to a tracker. So 13 and 14, I think. Or 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep. 13 and 14. So I'm link them to the mixer track. That means I'm supposed to link up to the right one. So them supposed to do what I'm supposed to do. So serum supposed to do. So let's go supposed to the right. So all right, cool. So now do a quick rough draft, like a rough mix on it. Sort out certain instruments and all of that. Need to get rid of them. I said them get some color to them. So what I'm gonna do if you do that is we'll copy the two pattern. Yeah, so we'll go up on the one behind. We'll delete this. We'll delete the next one. We'll insert a new pattern. paste the two of them, and then we don't split the pattern so we can get the color from the two channel, right? So split by channel, then them have the color, so them not just blank and look ugly and gray. You understand? So I'll bring this to Yasso and bring this to Yasso, and that should be that. Let's go back to the main channel up here. So I would all start mix. We'll start with the drums and then work our way into everything else. And we said drums, including the percussion and all of that. So we'll just loop out a section in there, so, and we'll solo out this, that, and that, and then solo out the drums on the step sequence. I would get this off of the screen, so get rid of all the distractions, so we can just focus on what we are mixing, you understand? And then bring back up that. So we know how we don't mix. We only don't work with the drums at first, and then we don't move on into all of the other instruments. So I mean, we need to bring in them two things, yeah. Need to also link them to the mixer as well. So I'll put them at 21 and 22. Control Shift L. Let's turn off the sampler. So Control Shift and L. We have them there in there. All right, cool, perfect. So now everything else, as far as like melody, all of the color channel, them would all just lower the feed of them, so we know so when I work on them there, and everything else will stay up. Yeah, man, they sent me the file, but we did talk about other things though, bro, differently, and I mean, it's a good youth, man. Him did send it to me earlier. I'm not even open it up yet. I'm not up on the Mac. Recently, I'm not really up on the Mac, dog. The fucking Logic and Pro Tools have beat me a dog, so I'm not really open it yet, but him did send it off though. All right, so in my last video, I did show this thing what I do with me kick them now, where me start mix them. I kind of like a certain way if you kind of get a different like a punch out of them, you understand? So me do load them preset the on the two kick when I mix from this WhatsApp rhythm writer. So Project Bones, WhatsApp, mixer. It's Street Life. Me did send her that. I don't know if me did send her that in a dog, I swear. So let's go. We'll go drum slam. We'll put that on its own track. Then we'll load up the drums itself, yeah, so. Also the load when you figure K, so the, all right. Post soul. So I'm gonna use no kick. That you try to tell me. On the blood clot are gonna so insert of your kick 10. All right, so we have a kick. We just need to get the name. So rename, I cut the name and load the preset, right? So we have the kick here, so. Perfect. So let's rename it Kick 5. So now if we listen to the kick, we have this. Turn off the, I mean, 1 second. All right, so let's turn up this. Turn off the VST them. All right, so the thing I'm gonna do with it is first solo out, want to solo out, but kind of get rid of all of the top end. So I kind of make the kick a little bit more sharper or more bassy, you know what I say, and then me use this here so and add like some body to it. You know what I mean? Just some girth, you know what I mean? Let's bring this back to 60 and see. All right, perfect. Then this track, as I said, drum slum. Let's bring this across over here. What I'm gonna do is route this track into this track. And what I'm have on it is a compressor, SSL bus compressor. So what I'm gonna do with that is I crush the signal. You understand? I get the kick fat. But we're not gonna use it fully without just blend it underneath the other two kick them. So we'll sort out the kick them first and then go through with that. All right, so this kick here, as I can hear, very light. That's cool, it's not a problem. You can always EQ and fix that, you know what I mean? So right click or go kick EQ, right? So in the solo now, we have a much fatter kick, you understand? You know what I mean? So the two of them together, much more thumping it, much more, you know what I mean? So then when we start layer it with this, I want to know, which is a crush signal, we have this. We just have this fat, solid signal, which is exactly what we are going for. So moving on, let's go into the snare. Like I say, my snare them get mixed the same way, unless more do it different. Just an EQ, and that's it. We use SSL EQ. We don't use the stereo version because we know we have some stereo thing I go on with the plug in them, right? Let's get them out for the screen, get rid of all the distractions. So we can just focus on what we have to do. So we're done with that. So the only thing we need is the EQ. So I'm gonna bring up is this preset. I'm gonna create snare presence. Now I mean, notice I just get this snare like a different flavor immediately. Understand? Just louder, more crispy, and just a scream out of the speaker, which is exactly what we are going for. You understand? So let's do that. Let's route the snare to this bus track here. So let's turn on all of them bus track here. Now, I mean, we have the other snare now. And this is the one we layered up with the kick, right? So we don't treat it the exact same way, no difference whatsoever. We don't put the EQ on it. This is one that we don't do the mono version of the EQ though because of the layer with the kick, right? Bye-bye. See you later. That I got on my phone to blood clot. Alright, so it's same preset. Notice so it just make the snare just turn up, you know what I mean? Before it went just sound buried up underneath the kick. And just show like an EQ and it just come up on top. You understand? Perfect. So another thing what I can do is before I do that, what I can do is, well not before, but after I run it through the EQ, I can run it through this plugin from FL, the stereo shape off, it kind of get it a little bit wider, you know what I mean? So just right click and delay. This comes with every version of FL, I think, every single one. You understand? I mean, I really want it as wide as it is, I want it just a little bit wider. Let's boost the top end, we'll go 8 top end boost. Perfect. All right, so let's go into, we have the chant, the let's go. And that is towards the end, so we might as well just go all the way towards the end. Get rid of that, F5. Get all of them things here for the screen because they're not necessary. All right, so let me say, we want a lot of reverb on it because we want it very atmospheric. So we're going to use 2 different reverb for that. I'm going to use a big one and a small one. The big one is the Slate Digital Verb Suites Classic. So we'll go Slate Digital Verb suites. And then the what I want name with the blood clot there. Showtime, what what the bumbo clock I look for? Yeah, the smaller reverb I use the Native Instruments RC48. Quickly, they become my favorite fucking reverb, I swear. So the increase the size, the turn down the pre-delay, make sure set up on hall, high cut, or cut a little bit, bass with a boost a little bit. The crossover we can bring back a little bit, reverb, damp without turn up. A lot of them are just technical terms, but it just the tone of the reverb. You understand? For the slate digital, I don't select vocals and go 6K big vocal plate or take out some of the top end, turn down the pre-delay, and if we listen to the same let's go, where the yeah, so we'll send it to this effects track over here, so right click route, send it to the two reverb, and then they'll hear the massive difference in the sound. So the small one first and then the big one after. Now I mean, like the atmosphere around it. Perfect. Let's kind of Pro Q. Let's bring out look like that. All right, cool. Yep, I already did that. Let's see some. All right, what I'm gonna do is put this on this line. All right, so it's so even cooler. I think we did that hear something. I'm never gonna hear nothing. Just wanna fuck with it. Fucking idiot. All right. Okay, we have the clap. Solo that. Let's go here. Stock plugin, EQ. I'll just do a simple reverb EQ. Bring that down a little bit. Cool. Now, reverb. Cool. Everything else. So let's bring down everything. As far as the clap go, what I'm gonna do is run a limit upon it to get it to a set level. Let's go L2. Minus, we'll set it to -9. Perfect. All right, so we have one more snare. Why it's not on, I don't know. We don't mix this the same way as we did with the other one. Run it through the SSL EQ. Stereo, preset, snare presence. Know what I mean? Turn it down low. Perfect. So now we can move into the melodies. So, oh my God. I just did something so stupid, no make no sense. But we'll be all right. Let's bring this a little bit more towards the center. Cool. So what the first melody we did put in the brass, I think. So let's start with that. Second one.
Let's go.
Nope, that's not it. That's hit this.
Let's go.
Family.
Let's go. Let's go.
For this, because we have a top layer to it, what we don't bring in a second, but I'll just simply filter it. You know what I mean? So we'll use this for the body of the sound and then use the other top layer or they'll bring in a second for the more meat. The more color, you understand? So we can take out a little more at the top end.
Let's go.
Perfect. Let's bring this down. Let's put the S1 on it from waves and spread it a little bit, make it a little bit bigger, more well-rounded, you know what I mean? So we can push it all the way out to the sides if we want. But we don't really want it that far. Just so do it and literally know the number 1.3. And that's how we'll run with it.
Let's go.
But this let's go is a little loud, so let's just turn that down. So we'll send this to the synth. We need to create a new track. So let's right click on effects, drag this over here, so and bring it in here. So right next to this, we'll rename it, we'll call it synths. Cool. We'll take this and route it in there. Then we'll send it to the big reverb and the small one, like 10% of the small reverb, and then like another 25% of the big reverb. So you create like a big atmosphere around it. So that's just the reverb by itself. When I say different channels, what you talk about DreamX, like them claps and snares and all them like a grey, bluish looking thing over here, so. All right, so let's bring up the top layer now. Turn it on. So it's a blending knack, right? So we need to blend the two of them together. So them sound like just one natural sound, you understand? So the easiest way for do that, like I said, we are use the big one for the body, and waves have like if you have the waves plug in them, you don't need none else, I swear. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna EQ, stock EQ. But waves have this plugin called Center, which is like perfect for exactly what I'm want to do right now. So what it allows me to do is, because like I said, we have the other sound, they run through the S1, right? So we'll just put it underneath for kind of demonstration purposes. So because I have the other sound, I run through the S1, which what this plugin allow me to do is take out all of the middle of the sound. You know what I mean? So if we want to take out all of the middle, we can do that. So all I hear is the sides of the sound. And then because we have the other sound, what kind of big already, when we put that in with it, it seems as just one natural sound. But we don't want to take out all like though, you understand? So what I'm going to do is boost the sides by 2. We don't make sure say the high end dip on the side, so we don't push the 50 to 75%. We don't make sure the low end dip on the center, so we don't push that to 80%. You understand? Minus 80, so we're in the center, or just whatever the fuck the number. Okay, so 20%. Sorry about that. So they're closer to the center. What I do with the center is instead of taking out all light, I just duck it down a little bit so we don't lose too much of the character and the sound. So I don't put this on -20. So we still have a little bit of the middle, you understand? So when I blend it, when I play the two sound, it does sound like one extremely just natural sound. And I mean, take out the body. Exactly what I go for, you understand? Another thing what I do is add some reverb to it, just like I do the other one. But this time, instead of adding 10%, more add 25% of the smaller reverb and then 10% of the bigger reverb. So pretty much like a reversal of what I do with the other sound, you know what I mean? So if you listen to the reverb by itself, it's very small, you know what I mean? And if you listen to the reverb for the other one by itself, you can hear say it really carry the body, you know what I mean? So that's good. Yeah, so what I have them over here, so DreamX is, it give me control over certain instruments, right? So let's say, you see how I can mute the dry instrument and listen to the reverb by itself, you know what I mean? So like if I want to turn off the dry instrument, I can just hear the reverb. You know what I mean? And I can do that for anything when I have link. So if I have like the clap, they go to the reverb same way. I'm more solo it out for see how much reverb they on the clap. I can just listen to the clap by itself. You know what I mean? Just the reverb. You know what I mean? So that I really want me to do it. To give me a way to control the sound before I get to my master. You know what I mean? So if I just mix it regular, more than have no way if you just listen to the effects I have on the sound. So that's the reason I'm always there. Wrote up like that. In other DAW, it's really easy if you do it. Like some DAW, nothing have to do what I do. You can just click on a certain buttons like Pro Tools, you can click Control on something and do it without even having set up all of this. But this is just the way to do it in a FL Studio. Cool. So another thing what we did have, remember we have the birds and the waves, right? So what I'm gonna do with the waves, we'll take out a lot of the bass out of it. That are the birds, sorry about that. So let's take out a lot of the bass out of the waves without add a shit ton of reverb to it. But we'll get rid of most of the bass, so I'm not gonna really fuck with none. So let's do this. Let's sort of we'll roll off the top end too. So you can hear it, you can see the waves them go from left to right, you understand? You still want to get rid of some of the bass. You don't want no mud, you understand? Especially when we are bringing in the bass line. I don't want no mud in that track. I don't want to get rid of too much because then it'll kill off the whole feeling of the vibe. Because it's an effect, it's an effect without rotate to the effects. Without add the reverb to it. I don't really have no specific number, just I got add a little bit of a lot. Then we have this percussion thing right there, so let's rotate to this percussion. So one thing I like about percussion, a lot of the times it's always good when you can add delay to them and it just enhance what you already do, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I have two things I'm going to add. I'm going to add that and then I'm going to add this thing called the Pre-7 from a company named DRT. Dynamics Pre-7. Pre-X7. Just like an amplifier. So we have that right now. What we can do is boost the tone. We can also low cut and then drive the input signal and then crank the boost. You understand? So now we're louder. So the first thing we'll do is add 10% at each of the reverb. Oh shit. Percussion. So we'll add 10% at each of the reverb. Or thereabouts. So we have this. I mean, we're not gonna do that much of a boost to the thing though. So now send it to the delay, right? And we can get this like weird feeling. You know what I mean? But the only thing we need to do is increase the saturation and the input level so we get more of the delay. Damn, dog, bumbuckler. And lastly, we don't add a limiter to the end so we can cap the signal so it has loud on both sides. Yeah, especially in a FL Studio, Remix is definitely a good thing for practice from early, bro. So what I do is I just create a template, so whenever I load up a session, that automatically did it already. So sometimes I might mix directly into the master, and sometimes I do what I do right now, where you see me I route up everything over there and going at the individual track them. But it's definitely a good practice, brother, because is industry practice, you know what I mean? When you mix in industry, you always have everything separate because you always want the most out of sound, and you can't get the most out of sound if you have it on another track with everything. So once you do anything to it, you know what I mean, everything will get affected. So another thing what we can do by doing this, right? Let me load up a limiter real quick. So another thing what we can do by doing what I do with all of them separate channels, if I want to filter out, if I want to put a high pass filter upon everything before I'm going to the master, you know what I mean? So let's say I want to filter out all of me pluck them and all them things. Then I can do that before going to the master. If I do it on the master channel, that means that everything I get touched, you know what I mean? And there's no way around it. So doing it this way, I can put one on this, which is like my second master channel, and filter out all of the sound them without touching anything on the master. So let's say I don't want the kick get touched. All I do is route the kick to the master instead of route it over here. So, but it's definitely good practice, bro, because it allows you to do so many different like weird type of effects, bro, what you couldn't do normal if you just mix and send everything to the master track. All right, so let's put this limit to -5. Yep, so what we do is we cap off the sound so it load the same way up on both sides. Let's bring in the pluck. Need to create a channel for that. So let's right click on the synth. Let's go file. Save mixer track. Drop that so. And bring it over here. So come on, man. I don't even see how the fuck that happened. Rename this plucks. Route this to you. So alright, so my okay, I see I know use it. I'll show you a perfect example of my talk about, right? So let's say I solo out the stereo bus, right? That's all right. Let's mute it. Notice that you're not hear the kick until I turn it on, and I'm gonna say, so let's take off the lock. So right now it's off. So the simple fact that you hear anything at all, that just make me know say I have certain things want to route it to it, you know what I mean? So like the plugs channel I'm create, as you can see it now and go into it, I go to the master. The synth channel I'm create, I go to the master same way. So what I can do for simply solve that, I just highlight them. Well, let's play it. Now it's gone. So the only thing I hear is the reverb and the delay. You know what I mean? Which me not no problem with that. I go to the master. That's perfectly fine. So we have a snare. One I wrote it over here, so we just wrote that to same way. I have another one here, so one I wrote it, so we wrote that to same way. And then we have a kick now. One I wrote it over there, or maybe a something else. Okay, so this alright, so we don't wrote this to the stereo bus here. So. Alright, cool. Come on, it's simple, bro. It seems confusing, and I mean, but you know where I already. So, simple thing for set up, brother. All of it, just take any empty track and rename it. You know what I mean? All right, so let's add the plug. So I'm gonna do with this plug, all right? As okay. I'm gonna add some delay to it for guitar a vibe. Typically, I would never fucking do that, so it's like rare. Typically, I turn off delay. Then I do add the stock plugin, stereo shaper, right click delay. I would don't make it bigger, you understand? Get some width. Perfect. With everything else. Alright, so we need to lower some things. As you can see, the track really loud. Bringing it up. Reverb. Reverb by itself, you know what I mean? So as this is up, we don't really need no bottom end. We just need all of the top end, like the brightness out of the sound, you know what I mean? So let's get that out. Let's roll off all the low end up to about 100. And then what I'm gonna do as well is put the same stereo shape upon it and get it out towards the sides. So let's move this out of the way. Right click on these arrows, delay. That means I notice how it just jump out to the sides. And that's back in the middle, which is exactly what I want. I have to find space for all of the sounds, them, you know. This one, because it's so bright, without do it'd be much better off doing this with the Fab Filter EQ, but more just work with this. Or do just chop out a like a dink out of the top. We'll do another little dip right in the mid-range. Let's make this smaller, high quality. And let's do a complete roll off everything below 85 to 90. All right, cool. So next thing I'm gonna do is I have this VST from Soundtize called Panman. I use it a lot. I'm gonna pick a preset called Wider and Wider. We do make sure set the smoothing is soft. We do put the width to minimum for start. So what happens is this plugin as it plays, it gets wider and wider, just like the name. So now you start get this like this spinning around effect, which is really, really fucking awesome. So I'm gonna slow it down a little bit, probably like 3 hertz or so. We'll turn it up, send it to these synths over here, so, and add some reverb to it. But notice though, you not hear the up, you know, you just hear the top end, the move run and a move run, you know what I mean? So we make that cut there, the Parvati crew. All right, give me 1 second, I'll show you how I'm start doing it on the lead. All right, so the almighty lead. First thing, we'll run it into what I call a flanger. So we'll run this into a flanger for 2 reasons. One, because we want to smooth out the sound. Like a really, really smooth type of texture. Another reason is because we want the sound to not as sharp and as gritty to your ear. So what I'm gonna do is more going now and more start play with the effects, more turn off every single effect we turn on. So we have this long reverb here, so if we got TV mystery, we have FX2, we have a short reverb, yeah. So classic square lead, if we got effects, we have nothing. Okay. So when I play it now, we're not supposed to hear no reverb, no delay. But we still hear things. So the reason for that is because now we have to go in and edit the sound. So if we got effects here, so we have enhancer. If we got effects here, so we have a tape delay, right? So we don't turn off that. Cool. So when we say the square bend have the same type of thing, they go on it. So we have a chorus, that's fine. And we have a delay, that's not fine. So if we turn off that, we have these plain sound. So TV mystery actually have something on it too. So we're going to same thing, edit, leave the chorus. The chorus is perfectly fine, but without turn off the delay. So now when we play it, we're not supposed to hear no type of echo. Perfect. So now, don't run it through the flanger like I say. If I turn it off, it's something like this. Sharp, right? Through the flanger, it sounds smooth, but it's not smooth all the way. So if you put it to 100%, gotta turn it on. But I don't want it as smooth as that, and I just want to smooth out a little bit tight. So like 35% is perfectly fine. Then, or EQ, let me say, how to do the cuts them. So that's simple. But on the mouse, all I have to do is just take a curve. Like you can raise it up like that or whatever, but just take a curve and use the mouse wheel and and scroll up and down, and you can do that, right? Another way, you can hold on pan shift, click on a point. Like if I raise this up, so now let me use 3. So you can click shift, hold a point, and move to your left for open it up, move to your right for open it up, move to your left for tighten it. So if you're more comfortable to do it that way there, you can do it that way there, or you can use like the mouse wheel, like I'm saying. I mean, this EQ is one of my favorite EQ, brother. It can do so much things. It's just underrated because it's a stock plugin. I don't know it's underrated, but one of the best EQ. Anyway, you understand? Personally to me, anyway, 'cause it can do a lot. You know what I mean? You have a high quality mode in this way. If me make a curve, like me do a bunch of curves and show you see. And just do all kind of weird fuckery all over this damn thing, all right? This thing, if I maximize it, if I turn on the HQ, you can see a lot of the curves, them sharpen up. You understand? Or them get loose. So this EQ can do a lot, bro. It just, maybe, you don't know, maybe people just don't like it. They have a A-B mode, like me can do this, and then me can flip back and forth. So like me make a change, I believe me can just flip back and forth between the last change on my make. So it's a lot of stuff this EQ can do, bro. It's just underrated because a lot of people don't really know about it. It label, it have the key them labeling it. Like, come on, you see people that buy EQ for money, and you know what I mean, this gear everything. So you have C1, C2, C3, and all of them things they like it. See that? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just because I stock plug-in people that like it, but you know what I mean? One of my favorite EQ. So as I can say, the lead dominate up at the top end. So we'll just take the low and roll off most of the bass. Click this, get that back up. So another trick, right? So let's say someone get this lead if you're a little bit wider than what it sound like right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create 2 track over here. So we'll rename them. We'll go LEAD spread, right? We'll change the color to, let's go lime green. But I'll send the lead to both of them channels. So we have 1, 2. Then I'll send both of them channels to the bus one have the lead routed to. All right. So like I said, I want to get the lead a little bit wider. So I'll click on it, get the lock on it. Boom. So now if you listen to it, it's just loud, you know what I mean? We just have a louder lead, that's all. Cool, we don't really want that. So what I'm going to do is we'll pan one fully left, we'll pan one fully right. Down at the bottom right, that's where you see them 2 clock here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delay this one here by 6 milliseconds. Sorry about that. Let's go millisecond, let's go 6. And then we'll delay this one here by 18 milliseconds. So that's 3 times 6. You know what I mean? So 3 times slower than the other one. So 18. Boom. Now if we listen to it. If me turn them on and just fade in the volume, you will notice what I talk about. What I do, I'm not going to do it a drastic panning. I do push one 90 left and I do push one 90. Actually, 85 left and 85 right. I'll give 15%. So 85 left, 85 right. Them 2 here, them not get no processing, so them not gonna get no reverb or nothing like that. Them just get the dry processing where they come off of the direct track. So this a direct track, you know, but I'll send it to the reverb separately and add some reverb and a little bit of delay to it. So if we solo out that, that's the reverb. And then the delay. We don't want too much of the delay though. We don't want it too muddy, you know? All right. Now, for the ear in the sound, what I'm going to do is run it through a plugin from Plugin Alliance. BX, not the BX, the black box. Plugin Alliance feel like fuck itself. So let's just load that again. I'm not crazy. Okay. man. So maybe I'm blood clot crazy. Okay. Make sure I say it's installed. Oh, okay. This shit crazy. Crazy. I don't know why the fuck them plugins them do that, dog. I swear to God, brother. Bumbuckler, you tell me something to install. Or the blood clear with them people, man. Watcha. But it load, you know. But yet it tell me say me have bumbuckler issue around with that piece of fuck. Not I'm save hypersonic. I know hypersonic on that plugin will like do that too. So I save this too. I not even know me don't call it rhythm yet. So I'll just go classic TV lead. Just combine it three name. I'll save that. Yeah, so whatever reason behind this black box of fuck itself, I don't know. I'm gonna replace it again and see what I go on. Oh, no, all of a sudden it's perfectly fine. So what I'm saying about those is I want to add some ear to the sound. So let's turn on the dry sound. Let's turn on ear. Let's engage the plugin, turn on the tubes. So now, if we go like that, you can just hear the tapping just get crispy. You can even go look more drastic with the triode. We don't want to do that though. So what I'm going to do is more decrease the pentode and more increase the triode. We'll turn on the ear a little bit. Saturation wise, we don't go high. No, we'll go flat. Yeah, so we can get a little bit of body. Without it, sound like a completely different sound, huh? Just like it come to life. Then what we're doing now is we'll blend back the other two sound out of the other signal. So we'll blend them back. It's fucking amazing. Let's turn down the output. 45. Perfect. Everything. Alright, so now we kind of get to the fucking problem with the bass. This thing is out of key, but why? Don't bumbuckler get it. Don't fucking get it, you understand? Don't get it. It's too long. Quantize that. Alright, so let's do this. Let's drag up all of this up. Let's bring everything on the right key up and down and see what the fuck going on, because this thing seems so out of key, don't make no sense. Let's bring in this main plucker mixer. Yeah, man, big up, dog. Me did send her the WhatsApp reading, bro. Nothing me did send it to you, dog. And they did that one the last night. Alright, this supposed to be so. This supposed to be so. This supposed to be so. I believe this might one day or so. Yeah, we don't drag this long and then more copy the pattern. Bumbo clock, dog. This thing off this whole fucking time. I'm really like Biggie that I celebrate. Let's turn on Serum, turn it up. Perfect. Bumbo clot. We got action now, people. Alright, so me to the matter, bass time, right? So, Mr. Experiment again. Wrote this to the bass. We also wrote it to this distortion track over here, so solo it out, of course. So this is just the distortion. What I'm gonna do is replace this devlock with this thing from Soundtize. Another Soundtize thing. Pretty much more replace it with itself, but just in a different form. So I'm gonna use this effects rack instead. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it through what the preset user created, all access bass. And what I'm gonna do is, like I said, we'll blend the started bass with the wet or with the dry bass. So that's the regular bass. So what I'm gonna do is make sure it's set mono, centered, and then like just slowly blend in the bass with it. You know what I mean? We did the started bass, we just send it to the small reverb. Cool. Now let's start blend Serum with the two of them. Route Serum to this bass track, so. Then upon that now we'll add two things. We'll add an EQ, we'll add a compressor. Actually, maybe three things, but for right now, just two. The compressor is just for sidechain the kick and the bass. That's all. It's not really done compression. Let's go, yeah. So let's go. Right click, drums. Like I said, just for sidechaining purposes for the kick. We'll set this to about 7. And if we play the kick with it, just so I make sure say everything coexist. Lastly, let me say, might be three things, but I'll add a limiter to it so we can get the bass on one consistent level. That we'll use the WAV L2 stereo, of course. Let's draw it down. All right, so you can see the bass low, so we'll just go down to this level. Make sure so the attack and release really fast. With a minus 18.5, we'll go minus 16. Bring up the level by 2 dB. But we want to make sure so we have this thing. We want it to pass the threshold. Why not pass it? I'm not sure because I just went did it. So that make me know so we might have some phase issues that go on somewhere. So let's flip the phase and see. All right. Some sort of phase issue go on somewhere. So what I'm going to do is on the Nexus bass, let's go stock EQ. Right click, filter, go down. Let's go minus 20 and increase the signal from both of the bass stem. Let's go minus 18 again. Cool. All right. So lastly, I believe I need to drop this down on octave. Yes, I do. So now we have all bass. Cool. All right, so what the fuck instruments we have left? Fuck with. We have Nexus. Okay, so we have the piano. We have the tropical birds. Let's do the birds right now. So let's firstly clean them up. All right, so that screeching sound at the top end right there. We need to get rid of that. So let's go surgical with it. All right, so let's maximize this. Switches from 12 to 30 dB per octave. All right, so right there, so is the culprit. So I would just reach right up, grab it, drag it down. And when I say down, I mean all the way down. Cool. So even though we kind of, get it away, it's still a learning lesson. So let's go right click, make dynamic, and we'll increase the threshold completely. There's another one right there, so grab that, bring that down as well. Not as drastic, but close. So what I'm going to do is we'll bring this up. Right. The reason I'm going to do that, come on, the dynamics for work. So I'll increase the dynamics. I understand. What I'm going to do is kind of bring this back to 0. Because doing that, we kind of take out a little bit of the sound itself. So we'll just bring them back to 0. But we know which part we want with levels though when we make them dynamic. So that's the good thing. All the way down. We also want to get rid of all of the noise. We don't want none of that. We want it as peaceful as possible. So let's get rid of all that. And remember, these are birds, and so can't really take out too much. Cool. Let's send this to effects. Right click. Tropical. Let's send this to effects. Right click and go effects to the reverb. So let's add it to solo so we can listen to the reverb by itself. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna go get it. Okay. Right, so let's play it for right now. I'm gonna grab my data something for drink. 1 second. So I'm gonna do S1. No boost. Push this up to the sides a little bit more. Spread them out. I'm also though, you know, I already kind of have it wide. I'm gonna put the pan man in front of it for give some movement. So I don't want it too wide, probably about like 50-50 each way. So let's switch this to a pendulum. I'm gonna say 50-50 each way. Or do the smoothing really soft, or rate, or turn on the rate so it's really slow. Slow, not snow. And then if we listen to it by itself. So we have this piano fiddle. So the internal reverb on the piano itself will turn off. I have a specific plugin I'm going to use to mix it. It's been a while since we used this damn plugin, dog. Money Mara Queen EQ, where is it at? Money. Yeah, where go the EQ? Lord. Let's go piano presence. And let's take a listen to the difference in the piano. It's just so much brighter, so much more, forward. It's like night and day. It's crazy. I wrote this to Real Instruments and then we'll send it to the large reverb 2020 to both of them, right? Fuck it, 30. Yeah, reverb is the key to emotional pianos, to be honest. Like if you want something emotional, just add some reverb to it. So let's increase the volume, blend it. And then let's increase the vibraphone from expand. So what I'm gonna do is push the piano a little bit to the right, probably like 25%, and then I'm gonna push the vibraphone like 35-40% to the left. Don't really need too much processing wise. So what I'm gonna do is probably just EQ off most of the low end. If it don't really sound too good doing that alone, then I'll use the same EQ from the piano. Now, let's bring this back to 0. Cool. Let's add that to the Real Instruments. And let's increase the reverb 40, 30 or something like that. Perfect. Two of them together, just the piano and the vibraphone. Vibraphone needs some volume. All right, so that just telling me that it needs more EQing or more processing, so I'll just use the same EQ I'm using on the piano. So let's go. What the hell is this? What the name of this thing I'm gonna try? Money Mara Queen. Yep. Stereo. And we'll load the same preset. Cool. So that's all the instruments. So if you listen to it now, all right. So the only thing we need to turn up is the let's go. So back into the mixer, the playlist, I mean. Let's drag my tag into this damn thing. If I can find it. Official producer tag.
Itz-Beez.
All right. Not right on the verse. Let's unsole a lot of this shit. Like I just say I want to change up the kick because it sound like a repetitive one. Just a little bit of a different bounce to the kick. And I'm say upon the master bus, I'm bringing in a set of plugins from this WhatsApp rhythm. So we need to go back into where I just went there, the immediate, and drag this into the master track here. So okay, so let's turn them off. The one thing I'm gonna bring up though is this meter. So let's put this on top of here. So going into my master bus, only one day about -5, -4, -5, -6, around that area there. Right now, I think I am a lot higher than that. Let's go to the chorus. All right, so we have the plugins them turn off. Let's turn them back on and see. Yep, so one thing I did forget to do is change the bass pattern so we get everything in key for both of them. So let's change both Nexus and Serum. So let's paste that. Let's cut this off. Oh shit. Bumbuckler dog. Cut that. Paste. Cool.
Itz-Beez.
God damn, that shit loud as fuck, man. Bumbuckler. My producer tag is too loud. All right, that's much better. Let's increase that. Wrote this to percussions, or wrote this to percussion. Consider it a percussion. Add some verbiage. Shit on a delay. I'm hungry. What the fuck? So let's go back to the verse. Let's just increase the vocal. All right. So a lot of people, let me say, now going to my master bus a little bit too hot. Problem is by lowering all of these sounds or combine to make the full sound what me I hear from my master bus. And I mean that's the easiest way to do that. Instead of going in and lowering one by one, and you know what I mean? Just grab everything and lower everything. Right now, let me see, I'm going about -4, -5. And I mean, that's fine. That's perfectly fine by me. I'm not lose no quality. I'm not lose nothing at all. Everything still sounds pretty good. It's just at a lower volume. So now I can go up on my master bus now and really crank and bring everything up to a level. You know what I mean? So that's exactly what I'm about to do. Let's clear off everything off our screen that we don't need. Like me always say, anything up on the screen you're not use is a distraction. You know what I mean? It might look good to your eye, but a waste of time. You don't need it. So let's clear off the screen. I forget this today. That boom. All right. So now let's bring up the master bus plugin then. I'm going to explain everything as I go through everything. So, first, without EQ everything, clean up the signal, get rid of anything below 30, anything above 19,000. Just notice how the bass get fat up and, you know what I mean, and all of that type of stuff. Next, without compress, one get about 2 to 3 dB a compression. All right, so the attack time is not as quick as it probably could be or should be in this case here, because if you can pre-up on the master bus, every so often you see one jump all the way up, and it's because the kick and snare combination give an extra little bit of a extra snap. So if you kind of adjust that a little bit, switch back the attack to about 3 milliseconds and see if we can get a little bit more control over it. See? So due to the fact that that now work, what I'm gonna do is just low it. We don't do it, we don't address it another way, right? So it's not the compressor, it's not a compressor problem. So next we don't go into a tape machine, we don't reset it and we don't explain exactly what it do. So this machine, you know, we don't use it open up the track, we don't use it give the track some fresh air, you understand? So right now, it just fill up the track with bass, and I mean the bass just all of a sudden become heavy. Now the bass thin again. So what I'm gonna do is load a preset. It's called mastering, fat, tight, and open. It don't open up the track. Do exactly what it says. So let's do that. Listen to the top end. Listen to all the top end just spark. All right, so one precautionary step I'm going to take before we go to the master. And this is where all of these channel again, DreamX come in kind of handy. Make an EQ shit before I'm going to the master. So I'm pretty much do the same thing I'm going to do on the master. I do a roll off. But this time I do a more of a curvy, like a curve, you know what I mean? I go all the way up to 42. Get rid of some of the low end. You know what I mean? Because we have a lot of mud. We can hear a lot of mud. So I'm going to just come over here to my stereo mix bus, which if mute it, like I say, that's the distorted signal here I go into the master. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't want that, I'm going to just route it to this track here. So route here, boom. Now you're not hear it. But now the bass signal is a lot cleaner. Listen to it when I turn off the effect. That mean like the bass just muddy up and nasty, but once you roll off everything, perfect. Next, we have the L2 limiter. It pretty much set to a level I'm like. What I'm going to do is reset it kind of, you know what I mean? And then set it up for this tracker. So let's turn it on. So right now we see the track kind of peak out around -3, -2. So we'll just scroll along till we get, once we start get some attenuation right here, so then we know so we're good. All right, so we get a little bit, not a lot, probably about a dB, 2 dB or so. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want this limiter to do all of the work. I just want it to do a little bit of the work. What I'm going to do is increase the ceiling to -3. The volume is about to get extremely loud. Please beware. Not -3, -0.3. Sorry about that. Lead kind of sound a little bit buried, so let's just go into the black box and increase the output to 46% and increase the ear to about 3 o'clock. There we go. Lead come back. Simple. Lastly, we have the clipper, right? So that we can turn it on because it have a bypass switch. So I'm going to use this though is kind of just suck out the last little bit of life out of the track. So remember we use the L2 kind of pull it up to 45. What go on, bro? I mean 45. I can't even. I never can chat with it on a live stream. 45. What go on, bro? So we already have the ceiling set to minus what the bomb clock me? Why one name there? Okay, see the meter. We have the ceiling set to minus 0.3. So that's almost 0. That's cool. If you get it to 0, we don't use or close to 0, because you can see on the limiter, the second limiter, the orange one, have the ceiling set to minus 0.1. So if you get it up the so we don't just increase the gain, we'll suck a little bit more life out of it. So we have the ceiling set upon the other limiter to minus 0.3. So that means we're the minus 0.3 dB away from 0. Upon this limiter, we don't increase it by 0.3. But instead of going to 0, we don't stop 1 like a decimal short, you know what I mean? So we don't the 0.01 away from 0, you understand? So we're now going to go fully 0, we don't just go close. Once this red light in the middle start light up, that means the edges of the track, and the best way to show it is just to fucking show it. So if I'm going to the WhatsApp folder, right? So the red light, the way you see in the middle of the limiter, once them edge, you can see how them edge round up. Once the button start go off, that means it start round up the edge them. If it keep them sharp and flat like a line, that will fuck up the signal. And I mean, so as you can see, me not have it fully like an angle, I have it minus 0.7. So I could have put it at 0, you know what I mean? But I don't want that. I want it, if you round it up a little bit, I just don't want it too round, because I like the sound I'm going to get when it still a little bit sharp, you know what I mean? When it clip, this is a clipper, you know what I mean? So just think of it like a fucking ear just out the ear. Once you stretch out the braid and it reach where she want it reach, you cut off the end. You know what I mean? I say, think of it that way there. So that's exactly what I do with that. We can get this off of the screen. So once we engage it, just notice all the track just kind of get a little bit even fatter, even though not that much volume I come out at. But just because it bring up the whole track, it just give off a really, really good sound. I love that. So perfect. Let's take that off. Let's go back from the top and let's see what we have. Alright, so my ear crackling, so I know my ear crackling. I'm turn off some of them blood clot plug in here. Computer tap up on me night, yeah. I think they know somebody have a blood clot 3 hour. But you know what I ask them, I'll run it through a couple more time. And then I cut off the stream. I'll probably soon again tomorrow. Damn, I never know see a stream. I stream from. God damn. Yeah, man. So until next time, everybody, it's your boy Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. Peace.